Hello, dear English learners. Welcome back to another empowering episode of your English listening and speaking practice. I'm Sophia, your host, and I'm so happy to have you here today, joining our ever-growing community of passionate and determined learners from all around the world. Do you ever feel a little bit shy or unsure when you meet new people in English? Perhaps you know many English words. But when it comes to those first simple conversations, like introducing yourself, asking someone's name, their job, or where they live, do you struggle to find the right words, or worry about sounding awkward, formal, or even too direct? Do you deeply wish that those essential, first-time English interactions could just feel natural, smooth, and genuinely confident, allowing your true personality to shine through? What if I told you that in just 30 highly focused minutes today, we can completely demystify and master all the absolutely essential English basics you need to confidently navigate everyday conversations with genuine ease and charm? Imagine walking into a room, introducing yourself effortlessly, asking about someone's hobbies with authentic curiosity, or even smoothly getting their contact information to build lasting connections. This isn't just about learning isolated vocabulary words. It's about understanding and practicing the natural rhythm, common expressions, and polite phrases that make real English dialogue feel easy, authentic, and truly human. If you're ready to unlock the foundational power of the most common English phrases and transform your basic interactions from hesitant and robotic to truly natural and engaging, then this episode, episode 18, is your ultimate toolkit. Today, we're diving deep into the core phrases and questions that native speakers use automatically every single day, giving you the power to do the very same. Our journey here on the Best English Podcast is always centered on providing you with actionable skills and helping you build lasting habits for genuine fluency. Every episode builds on the last, creating a complete learning path for you. This episode gives you the exact content, the essential phrases, and by applying consistent practice, you can make these foundational English conversations truly automatic, flowing with authentic ease. So, are you ready to unlock essential English, feel completely prepared, and genuinely enjoy those first important conversations? Let's start. Part 1. The Art of the First Impression. Smooth greetings and clear introductions. The first few seconds of any interaction are incredibly vital. They set the tone for the entire conversation. Let's make sure your English greetings and introductions are smooth, confident, and leave a great first impression. 1. Beyond "How are you?" Mastering the social ritual. You've probably learned the classic "How are you?" and "I'm fine" in textbooks. And yes, they are grammatically correct. However, in real-life English, greetings are often more about a quick social connection, a brief acknowledgement, rather than a detailed report on someone's health or well-being. Native speakers use many friendly variations to open a dialogue. How's it going? This is an incredibly common and friendly way to ask, "How are you?" It's super versatile and can be used in almost any informal or even semi-formal situation, like with a colleague, a shopkeeper you recognize, or a new acquaintance at an event. Listen and repeat, "How's it going?" "How's it going?" To reply. If things are good, keep your answer simple, positive, and natural. You can say good or pretty good or not bad. All of these options genuinely mean you're feeling okay or well, and they keep the conversation light and easy. Listen and repeat, good, pretty good, not bad. Sophia's insight. While I'm fine is perfectly understandable, if someone asks, "How's it going?" Zrenia replying with "I'm fine" can sometimes sound a little distant or overly formal. Sticking to good, pretty good, or not bad helps you sound more natural, relaxed, and approachable. Remember, you can also add thanks or thank you to these replies, like "good, thanks." What's up? This is the most casual greeting you'll hear, predominantly used among close friends, family members, or people you know very well. It's almost like just saying a very relaxed "hi" without expecting a long answer. Listen and repeat. What's up? What's up? To reply, often a simple "not much" or "nothing much," meaning there's nothing new or special happening, I'm just here, works perfectly. This signals that you're free and open to chat if they want to. Interestingly, sometimes you can even just say, "What's up?" back to them, mirroring their greeting exactly. Listen and repeat, "not much" or "nothing much." Sophia's tip. Think of these greetings as a social dance or a brief warm-up for conversation. You initiate with a greeting, they respond, and then you might politely return the question. For example, "Good, thanks, and you?" This creates a comfortable, natural back and forth, keeping the energy flowing smoothly in the conversation rather than feeling like an interview. 2. Time-specific greetings, politeness woven through the day. These greetings are polite and demonstrate that you're aware of the current time of day, making your interaction more specific and considerate, especially in more formal or professional settings. Good morning, used typically from when you wake up until around 12 p.m. or noon. Listen and repeat, "Good morning." "Good morning." "Good afternoon," used from noon until early evening, generally around 5 or 6 p.m. Listen and repeat, "Good afternoon." "Good afternoon." "Good evening," used from late afternoon or early evening onwards, and can be used quite late into the night. Listen and repeat, "Good evening." "Good evening." Hello and hi are your true all-purpose champions. They are always safe, appropriate, and can be used at any time of day or night in almost any situation, making them incredibly versatile and reliable for any social interaction. 3. Introducing yourself and the name game, making it easy and memorable. The direct question, "What is your name?" can sometimes feel a bit like an interrogation, especially in a new social setting. It's often much more natural and friendly to lead by example and introduce yourself first. This makes the other person feel more comfortable. "Hi, I'm Sophia. And you?" This is the gold standard for friendly, informal introductions. You offer your name clearly and confidently, and then, "And you?" politely and naturally invites them to share theirs in return. It's simple, effective, and polite. Listen and repeat. "Hi, I'm Sophia. And you?" "Hi, I'm your name. And you?" "It's nice to meet you." Always, always, always follow an introduction with this warm and polite phrase. It shows genuine pleasure in making their acquaintance and sets a positive tone. Listen and repeat. "It's nice to meet you." "It's nice to meet you." When you've forgotten a name, and it truly happens to everyone, don't panic or feel embarrassed. This is a very common situation. The most polite and effective way to recover in this situation: "I'm sorry, what was your name again?" Listen and repeat. "I'm sorry. What was your name again?" "I'm sorry, what was your name again?" Sophia's insight. Notice the crucial details here. The little word "was," using the past tense instead of is incredibly important because it subtly tells the other person, "I remember meeting you, I just can't recall your name right now. Adding again further softens the question and reinforces that you're just trying to refresh your memory. This small detail makes the phrase very respectful, humble, and widely used by native speakers. It's a key phrase to practice. Part 2. The Art of Inquiry. Politely getting to know someone deeper. Once the initial greetings and introductions are smoothly handled, these questions become your key to learning more about someone's life, interests, and background, all while maintaining politeness and genuine curiosity. 1. Asking about jobs, from work to engaging conversation. Forget the overly blunt, "What is your job?" In natural English conversation, it sounds quite direct and can be awkward, almost like an official form. Instead, use this common, polite, and universally understood question, which sounds much more conversational. What do you do? This is the most widely accepted and natural way to ask about someone's occupation or profession in almost any social or professional setting. Listen and repeat. What do you do? Wrong. What do you do? Sophia's crucial clarification. This is a very common point of confusion for English learners, so listen carefully. Do not confuse "what do you do?" meaning your job, with "what are you doing?" meaning your current action, what you are doing right now this very moment. The small addition of "are" and the "ing" ending changes the entire meaning. Master this difference for clear communication. To reply, the simplest and most direct way is, "I'm your job profession." For example, "I'm a teacher," or "I'm a software engineer," or "I'm a chef." Listen and repeat, "I'm a teacher." "I'm an engineer." If you want to mention the type of place you work at or the industry, "I work at a type of place." For example, "I work at a hospital," or "I work at a law firm," or "I work in retail." You can also say, "I work in industry," like "I work in tech," or "I work in healthcare." Listen and repeat, "I work at a hospital." "I work in tech." If you work for a large, well-known company, you can also say, "I work for company name." For example, "I work for Google," or "I work for Microsoft," or "I work for Nike." Listen and repeat, "I work for Microsoft." Sophia's tip. When someone tells you their job, always respond with a positive and interested comment about it. This shows that you are listening, you care, and it helps keep the conversation going. You could say, "Oh, how interesting," or "That sounds exciting," or "That must be challenging." These small phrases open the door for them to elaborate, which is a key part of good conversation. You can also follow up with a question like, "What do you like most about your job?" 2. Asking about hobbies and free time, uncovering passions and shared interests. Similar to asking about jobs, directly saying, "Do you have any hobbies?" or "What are your hobbies?" is not very common in natural English conversation. Instead, let's talk about what people genuinely enjoy doing for fun and relaxation. What do you do for fun? This is the most common, relaxed, and natural way to ask about someone's leisure activities or hobbies. It sounds much more friendly and inviting. Listen and repeat. What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? Another equally great and natural option is, what do you do in your free time? This means exactly the same thing and is also widely used. Listen and repeat. What do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time? To reply, the easiest and most common way is to say, "I like to activity." For example, "I like to watch movies," or "I like to read books," or "I like to play golf." Listen and repeat. I like to watch movies. I like to play golf. You can also use the ing form directly, which is also very natural. I like activity plus ing. For example, I like watching movies, or I like playing golf, or I like hiking. Listen and repeat. I like watching movies. 菜, I like playing golf. To emphasize how much you enjoy something, you can add the word really before like. I really like watching movies. Listen and repeat. I really like watching movies. Sophia's tip. If you don't have a very specific hobby you want to talk about, or you just prefer to keep your answer general, a perfect and very natural response that native speakers use is, I like hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. The phrase and stuff like that is a casual way to say and other similar informal activities, making your answer flexible and natural. You can also ask, what about you, to return the question. 3. Asking, where are you from? Exploring personal backgrounds and regional pride. This question is a fundamental cornerstone of getting to know someone new in the United States, and its specific meaning can shift slightly depending on the context. It might mean your city, your state, or your country of origin. It's often asked with genuine curiosity. Where are you from? This is the standard, most versatile, and universally understood question for asking about someone's origin. Listen and repeat. Where are you from? Where are you from? In very casual settings, especially within the United States, you might hear speakers drop the word are, making the question sound like, where are you from? This is very common and relaxed. Listen and repeat. Where are you from? Where are you from? To reply, you can state your nationality directly. I'm your nationality. For example, I'm Japanese, or I'm Brazilian, or I'm German. Listen and repeat. I'm Japanese. I'm German. Or you can say you are from a specific country or city-state in the U.S. I'm from your country city-state. For example, I'm from Italy, or I'm from Beijing, or I'm from Los Angeles, California. You could also say, I'm from the Midwest, or I'm from the East Coast, to indicate a region in the U.S. Listen and repeat. I'm from Italy. I'm from Los Angeles. Sophia's tip. In multicultural places like the United States, people often avoid making assumptions about someone's origin to be polite. So, if you meet someone in a big city like New York City, they might politely ask, "Are you from New York?" If you're not, simply add "no" before your actual answer. "No, I'm from California," or "No, I'm from Texas." This is a very common and polite way to clarify and keeps the conversation flowing smoothly. It also gives them a chance to ask a follow-up question about your home state or country. 4. Asking, where do you live? Finding geographic common ground and local interests. This question naturally follows, where are you from? It's a great way to continue learning more about the person and to try and find something you might have in common geographically, like neighborhoods or local attractions. So, where do you live? The little word so here acts as a smooth transition from the previous topic, making the conversation feel natural and connected. Listen and repeat. So, where do you live? So, where do you live? To reply, you can name your general area or neighborhood. I live in neighborhood name, or I live near major landmark. For example, I live in Silver Lake, or I live near the Golden Gate Bridge. You can mention a local landmark that people might recognize, near the library, or near the movie theater. If your city has public transport, you might mention your train line or the closest station to your house. On the Green Line, near Central Station. This is a generic example that could fit many U.S. cities with a Green Line or Central Station. You can also give a more general direction. I live on the east side of town, or I live about 20 minutes from here. Sophia's tip. If the other person seems familiar with the area you mention, it's a fantastic opportunity to make a positive comment about it to build rapport. For example, "Oh, that's a really nice area," or "The park there is really beautiful," or "I've heard good things about that neighborhood." Then, to gracefully turn the question back to them and show your interest, remember to ask, "How about you?" or "Where do you live?" Make sure to put a little stress on the word "you" here to clearly direct the question back to them. Part 3. Beyond the Basics. Connecting deeper and building lasting relationships. These phrases help you move past the initial get-to-know-you questions and build a stronger, more meaningful connection, whether it's for friendship, professional networking, or just continuing a pleasant conversation. 1. Asking for contact information. Polite ways to stay in touch. While "What's your phone number?" is grammatically correct, it can often sound a little too forward or demanding, especially in a first conversation. Plus, in today's digital world, people often prefer other methods to stay in touch. "Could I get your number?" This is a much softer, more polite, and widely accepted way to ask for a phone number. The word "could" is absolutely key to making the request sound polite and indirect, like a gentle suggestion. Listen and repeat. "Could I get your number?" "Could I get your number?" "Could I get your email address?" This is also a very common and polite way to ask, as email remains a popular and often preferred method of communication for both personal and professional connections. Listen and repeat. "Could I get your email address?" "Could I get your email address?" To reply, you can simply say, "Sure, my phone number is," and then state your number clearly. Or, "Sure, my email address is," and then state your email address. Listen and repeat. "Sure, my phone number is." "Sure, my email address is." Asking about social media. Especially with younger people or in more informal settings, you might connect through various social media platforms or online messaging apps. They might simply ask, "Are you on Facebook?" "Are you on Instagram?" "Are you on LinkedIn?" "Are you on X, formerly Twitter?" "Are you on WhatsApp?" Listen and repeat. "Are you on Facebook?" "Are you on LinkedIn?" To reply, "Yes, I am," or "No, I'm not." If you say yes, they might ask for your username. Sophia's tip. Timing is everything when asking for personal contact information. It's almost always best to ask after you've had a good, engaging conversation and you feel a genuine connection or common interest. Asking too early in the conversation might make someone feel uncomfortable or hesitant to share their personal details. Build a little rapport and trust first. 2. Asking about school or college, discovering educational backgrounds and shared experiences. This is a popular small talk question that can open up fascinating discussions about shared experiences, academic interests, or career paths. It's often used to find common ground or learn about someone's professional journey. However, it's crucial to be mindful and polite if someone didn't attend college or university. If the person appears to be an adult, meaning they have likely finished their education, you can ask using the past tense, which sounds natural and appropriate. "Where did you go to college?" or "Where did you go to school?" Listen and repeat. Where did you go to college? Where did you go to school? Sophia's note. It's interesting to note that in American English, school can often mean college or university, depending on the context. If you're talking to British or European English speakers, you'll more commonly hear them say, "Where did you go to university?" To reply, simply state the name of your university and its location. I went to university name in city state. For example, I went to UCLA in Los Angeles, or I went to Harvard in Cambridge, Massachusetts, or I went to the University of Texas at Austin. Listen and repeat. I went to UCLA in Los Angeles. I went to the University of Texas. If the city is part of the university name itself, like New York University, you can simply mention the state or just the university name itself. If they didn't go to college, sometimes someone might reply, "I didn't go to college." This is common and perfectly fine. Sophia's tip. The key here is to maintain polite neutrality. It's important not to act surprised or make them feel uncomfortable in any way. Instead, offer a simple, positive comment or ask another polite question. For instance, a natural response would be, "Oh, really?" followed by a respectful question like, "Did you go straight into a job?" or "What did you do after high school?" This shows genuine interest without judgment and keeps the conversation flowing respectfully. Follow-up question to extend the conversation. To continue talking about their education or career path, a great follow-up question is, "What did you study?" or "What was your major?" Major means your main field of study at university. Listen and repeat. What did you study? What was your major? This invites them to talk about something they probably know a lot about, are interested in, and may even be passionate about, leading to a deeper conversation. Congratulations! In just about 30 minutes, you've not only learned, but actively practiced all the essential English basics for common, real-world conversations. This is a truly huge step forward in your fluency journey, equipping you with the confidence to initiate and maintain polite, natural interactions. How to make a fantastic first impression with polite greetings and natural introductions, setting a positive tone for any encounter. The art of asking essential questions about jobs, hobbies, and where people are from or live, all while sounding genuinely interested and smooth, opening doors to deeper connection. Smooth and appropriate phrases for asking for contact information and inquiring about someone's education background, leading to the potential for more meaningful, lasting connections. Every single time you try, every time you speak a basic sentence using these natural patterns, your English gets stronger, smoother, and more authentic. You are actively building a robust foundation for fluent, confident, and genuinely enjoyable conversations. Keep going, and you'll soon be speaking English like you've always dreamed. Thank you so much for joining today's episode of the Best English Podcast. I truly hope learning these fundamental English basics has made you feel much more confident and prepared about connecting with others in English. If you found this episode helpful, practical, or inspiring, please do me a big favor. Hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps us reach more amazing learners like you across the globe and supports our mission to make English accessible and fun for everyone. And don't forget to subscribe to the Best English Podcast, wherever you're listening, whether on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. We release new episodes regularly, and staying consistent with us will naturally help you stay consistent with your English learning. Consistency is truly key to unlocking your success, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Do you have a friend, a family member, or a colleague who wants to master English basics and feel more confident in conversation? Perhaps someone who avoids speaking English because they feel unprepared or shy, or who feels like a robot when they talk. Please share this episode with them. Let's help more people feel comfortable, capable, and truly fluent in English. And I would really love to hear from you. After listening to this episode and practicing with me, which basic English question or phrase are you most excited to use in your next real conversation? What's the one phrase you'll focus on making truly automatic in your daily speech? Let me know in the comments on YouTube or connect with us on social media. Your commitment inspires me, and your feedback helps us create even better lessons tailored for your needs. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep trying, keep going, and keep practicing. Take it one small, easy step at a time, and believe that every effort you make is actively building your way to speaking English easily and successfully. Keep believing in yourself. You can absolutely do this. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, keep working hard, and I look forward to you listening again very, very soon. You are doing great.